are there. It's really not Syria, despite all the conversation about the cruise missile strike the U.S. Waged against Syria to punish it for using chemical weapons on its own people. The biggest national security threat is actually North Korea, its nuclear program, and its development of missiles to deliver nuclear warheads. Well, we at the Wall Street Journal, myself and a few colleagues, had an interview in the Oval Office with President Trump on Wednesday, and that conversation certainly confirmed the truth of that statement. Big concern about North Korea, a lot of conversation, in particular with China and Chinese leader President Xi, about how the U.S. and China can work together to stop the North Korean nuclear threat. As the president pointed out to us, and as he said he's told the Chinese leader, there are some American warships, including an aircraft carrier, headed toward the waters off North Korea. And I asked him, what's the purpose of sending those ships? What's the signal that's being sent? And President Trump replied, you cannot allow a country like that to have nuclear weapons. North Korea, of course, already does have nuclear weapons. They've tested successfully nuclear weapons. What they're really developing are the missiles that can carry those weapons over a distance to U.S. allies in the region and maybe even to the U.S. itself. That's what the U.S. Really wants to stop. And as the president said to us, that's the part of this package they don't have, and that may be the easiest one to develop and the one that I think the U.S. is going to have to stop. So what's really going to happen to prevent the North Korean nuclear program from moving forward? Well, President Trump wasn't very clear about that, but he did say China is starting to take some steps that would put the economic squeeze on North Korea in retaliation for its nuclear actions. It specifically stopped taking delivery on some coal exports from North Korea. That happens to be the most important product that North Korea exports for cash. And if that's going to be the Chinese behavior, it does really make a difference. Beyond that, he suggested, the president did, that he's made a deal proposal to China. You help us stop the North Korean nuclear program, you'll get a better deal in return in trade negotiations with us. So this story is really in many ways only beginning under the Trump administration, but nobody should be in doubt. North Korea is at the top of the national security concern list.